The atmosphere of the BTS World Tour ARIRANG 2026 concert in Tampa really reached its peak on day 2. If the first night was already filled with surprises, then the second performance of Jungkook and Jimin felt like an explosion of emotions that made the whole stadium tremble. Thousands of ARMY who packed the venue were made hysterical when these two beloved members performed with incredible chemistry in a dance performance that is now viral through various full fancam on social media. From the moment the musical intro began, the cheers of the audience instantly split the air. The stage lights dimmed, the giant screen visuals featured the silhouettes of Jungkook and Jimin, and in just seconds, the stadium turned into a sea of screams. Many fans admitted that they had goosebumps because from the beginning they could already feel that something special was happening. Jungkook appeared with such a strong, charismatic aura. Every step is precise. Every movement of his body is full of energy, but still smooth. On the other hand, Jimin carries his signature charm, elegant, gentle, but of incredible stage intensity. When the two began to converge in choreography, the atmosphere changed completely. This is not just an ordinary dance, but an emotional performance that feels like telling a story. The most talked about moment in full fancam viral was when Jungkook and Jimin entered the couple's choreography section. With near-perfect synchronization, the two made moves to get closer to each other, spinning, then holding dramatic poses that made the entire stadium scream. Fan cameras captured the expressions of the two in such detail that ARMYs around the world felt the same energy, even just watching through the screen. Many have called this performance one of Jungkook and Jimin's best duets during the ARIRANG 2026 tour. Even some longtime fans compared it to their iconic performances in previous eras, but agreed that their chemistry now feels more mature, deeper, and more classy. What makes this performance even more special is the improvisation that doesn't seem to exist in previous rehearsals. In one part of the song, Jungkook is seen giving a small gesture to Jimin, then the two perform a new variation of the movement that provokes a long cry from the audience. Because it was clearly recorded on full fancam, this spontaneous moment immediately went viral and became the subject of discussion in various ARMY communities. On social media, snippets of the video from the performance spread very quickly. In a matter of hours, the keywords Jungkook Jimin Tampa Day 2, Jikook Dance Fancam, and ARIRANG Tampa Viral Moment began to be talked about. Many uploaded their reactions when they saw the fancam for the first time, ranging from crying, screaming, to rewatching dozens of times. Not a few also praised how Jungkook seemed to enjoy the stage that night. He smiled at Jimin several times, even laughed a little after one of the improvised movements was done perfectly. Small details like this actually make fans even more hysterical because it feels so natural. Jimin is also in the big spotlight. Many fans called her stage aura that night dangerous because it was too alluring. The way he executed every move with emotion left many unable to take their eyes off him. In full fancam, Jimin's facial expression is even one of the reasons the video is so viral. Interestingly, the moments of this duet amaze not only from the visual side, but also emotionally. Many soldiers feel there is a narrative of trust, closeness, and friendship depicted through their choreography. That is why this performance feels different from a regular dance performance. As the beat enters the climax, Jungkook and Jimin increase the intensity of their movements. Quick steps, sharp turns, to incredible body control made the entire stadium barely stop screaming. Even the sound of fan chants could be heard blaring in many fan cams, proving how hot the atmosphere in the venue was. One of the most replayed parts is when Jungkook pulls Jimin closer in a transitional motion before the two take a final pose. Just a few seconds, but enough to make social media explode. Many call it the moment of the night. Even after the song was finished, the audience reaction has not stopped. The cheers were still going on for a long time, as if the ARMY was not ready to release the energy from the performance. Jungkook and Jimin looked at each other with satisfied smiles, then bowed towards the audience. That simple moment made fans even more emotional. Some fans who were present at the venue said the sound of screaming during the duet was much louder than other parts of the concert that night. Some even joked that the Tampa earthquake was because the ARMY was too excited. The full fancam circulating also shows the quality of the magnificent ARIRANG Tour 2026 stage. Lighting, background visuals, and stage effects seem to highlight Jungkook and Jimin's chemistry. When the lights change to a golden color at the end, many fans call it looks like a movie scene. It's no wonder that many consider the Tampa Day 2 performance to have the potential to be one of the most iconic moments throughout BTS's world tour this year. Interestingly, some fandom analysts even noticed a big change in Jungkook and Jimin's performance dynamics compared to the previous tour. If in the past their chemistry was synonymous with playful and sweet energy, now they look more artistic and mature. They not only appear as idols with strong choreography, but like two performers who really unite on stage. In the fan community, various theories immediately appeared. Some believe the improvisation that night was a spoiler for the next special appearance. Some also suspect that the choreography will develop into a new stage in the next city. What is clear, the impact of this full fan cam is incredible. Many people who initially did not attend the Tampa concert were curious and started looking for the full video. Even some non-fans claim to be impressed by the quality of Jungkook and Jimin's performance. The comments on social media were filled with compliments such as, "This is no ordinary dance. This is art. Their chemistry is crazy. Jungkook and Jimin really set Tampa on fire. This full fan cam makes me watch it again and again. ARIRANG Tour's best performance so far." This viral fan cam phenomenon isn't new to BTS, but there's something about Tampa Day 2 that feels different. Maybe because the moment was so organic, maybe because Jungkook and Jimin's chemistry was at its best, or maybe because the energy of the audience that night was truly irreplaceable. Many soldiers even said they felt like they were witnessing a little history in BTS's journey. Because sometimes, iconic moments are born from something spontaneous, unplanned, and only happen once. In addition to the main dance, small interactions between the stage also steal the attention. In one moment, Jungkook is seen giving a funny gesture to Jimin before returning to position. Jimin responded with a small smile that immediately made the fans scream louder. It is these details that make full fancam feel alive. Not a few fan-made editors immediately made a cinematic version of the video with slow motion and various camera angles of the audience. The results actually increase the virality of the performance. If there's one thing ARMY agrees on, it's that not only did Jungkook and Jimin look stunning, they literally turned Tampa's stage into a sea of emotion. ARIRANG Tour 2026 itself is filled with many big moments, but Day 2 Tampa now has a special place in the hearts of fans. Because the evening was not just about song, not just about dance, but about the energy of two performers who fully controlled the stage. Now many are waiting, whether in the next city Jungkook and Jimin will repeat the same miracle, or just present a bigger surprise. One thing is for sure, full Fancam Dance Day 2 has officially become one of ARMY's most talked about videos this year. Jungkook and Jimin really blew Tampa up, and the world is watching. This is what makes full Fancam Tampa Day 2 unique. Usually Fancam focuses on idols, but this time the video also captures the collective energy of the ARMY who are part of the show. Shouts, songs together, until the moment when the entire lightstick moves in unison create a very emotional visual. In some Fancam angles, Jungkook extends his eye contact with Jimin for a few seconds longer than usual before moving on to the next transition. This little detail instantly sparked thousands of discussions online. Many fans considered that such an interaction could not be made up, but appeared because both were completely immersed in the performance. Some fan choreographers even analyzed that Jungkook and Jimin's synchronization that night was at an incredible level. They highlight how the timings of shoulder movements, hand turns, to footwork are both almost identical. In the world of dance, this kind of harmony is not easy to achieve, even for experienced performers. Not a few who call Tampa Day 2 performance as masterclass chemistry on stage. More interestingly, there is a moment in the middle of the song when the music briefly drops to a slower beat, and then Jungkook and Jimin perform gentle but intense movements that contrast sharply with the energetic parts before. This emotional transition is precisely one of the reasons many viewers feel their performance is like telling a story. Fans describe the stage as a journey of emotion, starting with a burst of energy, then going into an intimate tender side, and ending with a stadium-shaking climax.